for the headlines. Weather forecast. Chilly evenings are expected to persist until March. Local news. The DPWH opts for repairs instead of demolition for Isalina Bridge following conservationist pressure. The process of the scholarship program by the city government is being criticized. Clarex provides a new beginning for persons deprived of liberty through a mass wedding in jail. 6 soldiers and 3 terrorists were killed in the Lanao del Norte encounter. National news. The Senate approves the bill for a 100 peso wage increase. Lawmakers justified their attendance at aid distribution, emphasizing oversight rather than interference. International news. The South Korean government mandates the return of doctors to hospitals. Entertainment. Christine Hermosa and Oyo Soto are anticipating their 6th child. Kayla Estrada signs her inaugural contract with ABSCBN. Sports. UAP, UST's rising stars prepared to lead the team post-AL Lore era. Manny Pacquiao sadly acknowledges the end of his Olympic aspirations. International feature. An Alaska woman has been sentenced to 99 years in prison for masterminding a catfish murder for hire scheme leading to the death of her friend. National feature. Miss Asia Pacific International makes a comeback with new leadership. Trivia. What is the origin of natural rubber? Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga, Luzon, ug mayong adlaw, Visayas ug Mindanao. And I am Athalia P. Saniel. Weather forecast. Chilly evenings are expected to persist until March. In Manila, Philippines, the country is set to experience continued chilly nights as the northeast monsoon known as Amihan is anticipated to endure until the following month, according to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration. Despite recent weakening, the northeast monsoon may reappear and is likely to persist until the second week of March. Weather specialist Robert Badrina mentioned that the colder nights due to Amihan will persist, with fair weather expected in the coming days, albeit with the possibility of isolated downpours and thunderstorms. The easterlies are contributing to partly cloudy to overcast skies with occasional rain showers and thunderstorms in Metro Manila and across the country over the next 24 hours. Local news. The DPWH opts for repair instead of demolition of Isalina Bridge following conservationist pressure. In response to pressure from conservationists and city officials, the Department of Public Works and Highways has decided not to demolish the iconic Isalina Bridge in the city. Instead, Engineer Sabeniano Celiao, head of the DPWH 10 Planning and Design Division, stated that they will focus on repairing the bridge, particularly addressing the corrosion issues in the steel girders supporting the bridge deck. The original recommendation for demolition arose due to significant corrosion in the steel support piles and caps, deeming the bridge unsafe. Representative Rufus Rodriguez suggested reallocating the 165 million peso budget for major repairs and incorporating pathways for bicycles and pedestrians. Cagayan Heritage advocates welcomed the decision, opposing the demolition based on the bridge's 144-year history and its role as the first connection between the eastern and western parts of Cagayan de Oro. The current Isalina Bridge, built in 1946, has undergone multiple retrofitting efforts to address corrosion in its rafters and trusses. The process of the scholarship program by the city government is being criticized. Former City Mayor Oscar Moreno criticized the policy of current City Mayor Lando Clarix Uy, which mandates the registration of 18-year-old students or parents to qualify for the city scholarship program in Cagayan de Oro City. Moreno, who led the city for 9 years, emphasized that he never made it difficult for the youth and parents to benefit from the education program during his tenure. He expressed concerns that Uy's approach seemed more about control and dominance over the people, using government resources for personal motives. While Uy has long been aware of Moreno's disapproval, the current mayor stated that he is content facing personal criticisms each week at the city hall and considers achieving high honors for the city, a feat Moreno couldn't accomplish in his 9-year term. Clarix provides a new beginning for persons deprived of liberty through a mass wedding in jail. City Mayor Orlando Clarix Uy, in collaboration with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, Cagayan de Oro City Jail, the Archdiocese of Cagayan de Oro, and the city government organized a mass wedding for 26 couples, predominantly comprised of individuals in jail. The ceremony, held at Lumbia City Jail, featured Cagayan de Oro City Archbishop Jose Cabatan, who emphasized the significance of matrimony and altruism, even within the confines of the jail, during his homily. The event, occurring every 5 years, showcased the compassion and community spirit fostered by BGMP Regional Office 10. It's not only celebrated love but demonstrated the BGMP's commitment to meaningful community service, supported by City Jail Warden JCS Sot. William Manengayao, Mayor Uy, expressed gratitude to all involved, emphasizing the event's role as a beacon of hope and a reminder that everyone, regardless of the circumstances, deserves a chance at love and a fresh start. 6 soldiers and 3 terrorists were killed in the Lanao del Norte encounter. In Cagayan de Oro City, 3 more members of Daula Islamiyah Maote terrorist group were killed in military operation in Barangay Ramayan, Munay, Lanao del Norte. AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Brower Jr. reported that the troops, led by 1st ID Commander Major General Gabriel Viral III, through the 44 IB and Scout Ranger Battalion, conducted a decisive operation against 15 terrorists, resulting in the neutralization of the threat. The Armed Forces of the Philippines acknowledged the sacrifice of 6 soldiers, 3 of whom lost their lives in the operation against the remaining Di Maote members linked to the bombing incident at Mindanao State University, Marawi, in December 2023. General Bronner emphasized that the military will not cease its efforts until the last member of the group is captured to ensure justice for the Marawi City bombing. Meanwhile, the injured soldiers from the encounter are being treated at the military hospital, and the military has secured 3 high-caliber weapons from the deceased terrorists. This military operation follows a series of encounters against terrorists, including the recent demise of Gaddafi Mimbesa alias Engineer in Piagapo, Lanao del Sur on January 25 to 26 this year. National news. The Senate approves the bill for a 100 peso wage increase. On Monday, the Senate approved Senate Bill number 2534 on its third reading, advocating for a 100 peso daily minimum wage increase for private sector employees and workers. The bill received unanimous support with 20 senators voting in favor. Exemptions under existing laws include establishments with fewer than 10 employees, those with a capital of less than 3 million peso, and barangay microbusiness enterprises. Senator Jingo Estrada, the bill's sponsor, argued that a higher minimum wage would boost the economy and enhance consumers' purchasing power. Majority Floor Leader Joel Villanueva assured that the increase would have minimal impact on inflation and a low risk of job losses, with safeguards in place for micro-enterprises. Notably, several senators were absent during the voting. Worker groups urged the passage of the wage hike bill, while Ibon Foundation's Sonny Africa urged legislators to prioritize workers' issues over charter change. House leaders, cautious about the false hopes, are carefully studying the Senate's proposal, emphasizing the need for realistic actions to alleviate the hardships faced by Filipino families. Lawmakers justify their attendance at aid distribution, emphasizing oversight rather than interference. Lawmakers defended their participation in the Department of Social Welfare and Development aid distribution, asserting that as long as they do not interfere in beneficiary selection, it is permissible. Former Senator Panfilo Lacson raised concerns, referencing a Supreme Court ruling on pork barrel funds that deems post-enactment intervention unconstitutional. Senator Amy Marcos clarified that her presence during the DSWD AICS distribution in Manila is solely for observation, emphasizing that the agency determines the beneficiaries. Marcos expressed a hands-off approach to the selection process, stating that DSWD and local government units handle the listings. House Deputy Speaker Antonio Albano underscored Congress' oversight powers to ensure the proper enforcement of allocated funds and legislation. International news. The South Korean government mandates the return of doctors in hospitals. South Korea has directed trainee doctors who had collectively resigned in protest of medical training reforms to return to work. The government is contemplating the use of military medics to address staffing shortages. South Korea aims to increase its doctor-to-population ratio, particularly to support its aging society, but the proposed plan to significantly raise medical school admissions has faced strong opposition from doctors. Critics argue that the reform may impact service quality and express concerns about potential salary and status reductions. Despite government warnings and legal threats, hundreds of trainee doctors resigned, prompting the issuance of legal measures to prevent work stoppages. The government emphasizes the necessity of the plan for addressing future healthcare demands in the aging society, while doctors perceive it is a threat to their profession. Entertainment. Christine Hermosa and Oyo Soto are anticipating their sixth child. Christine Hermosa and Oyo Soto announced on Monday that they are expecting their sixth child, expressing gratitude to the Lord for the blessings in their lives. Hermosa shared an ultrasound image on Instagram and reflected on her faith in the God's power and faithfulness. Despite some challenges in pregnancy, She conveyed the overwhelming emotions and joy at each stage, emphasizing the unique peace and joy that comes from God. Hermosa praised the Lord for his plans for her growing family, acknowledging his role as the creator, provider, and eternal hope. The couple already has 5 children: Kiel, Andrea Bliss, Caleb, Hans, Marvick Valentin, and Vittorio Isaac. They got married in January 2011. Kayla Estrada signs her inaugural contract with ABS-CBN. Actress Kayla Estrada has officially joined ABS-CBN, signing her inaugural contract with the network on Monday, February 19. Expressing gratitude and excitement, she stated her pride in becoming a Kapamilya and conveyed her commitment to the network. The contract signing was attended by ABS-CBN executives, including President and CEO Carlo Katigbak, Chairman Mark Lopez, COO for Broadcast Cory Vidanes, CFO Rick Tan, and Star Magic head Laurenti Jogi. Estrada, who began her acting career in 2021, has garnered praise for her roles in various projects, including the ABS-CBN teleserye Lin Lang. In a previous interview, she expressed gratitude for the independence her parents allowed her in navigating the entertainment industry. Currently, Estrada is also part of the ongoing primetime series Can't Buy Me Love. Sports. UAAP, UST's rising stars are prepared to lead the team post-Aya Lore era. The UST Golden Tigers made a strong start to their UAAP Season 86 Women's Volleyball Tournament, securing a sweeping victory over the NU Lady Bulldogs at the Mall of Asia Arena. Coach Kung Fu Reyes expressed surprise at the result but credited his squad's solid performance to their consistent training. Players Regina Jurado, Ange Poyos, and Jonna Perdido stepped up, acknowledging the challenge of filling the void left by Aya Lore and other veterans now in the pro leagues. Despite their smaller stature, the trio emphasized their effort to exceed expectations. Poyos highlighted that while Lore is missed, they have numerous players stepping up, showcasing skills and determination. Looking ahead, they focus on facing the UE Lady Warriors, acknowledging the opponent's promising core. The upcoming game will test their resilience and determination. Manny Pacquiao sadly acknowledges the end of his Olympic aspirations. Manny Pacquiao expressed being saddened and disappointed as he accepted that his Olympic boxing aspirations were thwarted after the International Olympic Committee rejected a special request for his participations in the Paris Games. The decision adheres to the IOC's age limit of 40 for Olympic boxers. Pacquiao, who retired in 2021, acknowledged and respected the age limit rules, emphasizing his understanding. Despite the setback, he vowed to continue supporting and cheering for Filipino athletes in the Olympics and affirmed his commitment to bringing pride to his country in the boxing ring in the future. Additionally, Pacquiao is set to engage in an exhibition match against Thai kickboxer Buakaw Banshamek on April 20 in Bangkok, following confirmation from a Pacquiao aide. The match will adhere to international boxing rules. International feature. An Alaska woman has been sentenced to 99 years in prison for masterminding a catfish murder-for-hire scheme leading to the death of her friend. An Anchorage woman, Denali Dakota Sky Brimmer, has been sentenced to 99 years in prison for orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot resulting in the death of her developmentally disabled friend, Cynthia Hoffman. The sentencing took place earlier this week, and Brimmer pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in February 2023. The plot involved a fraudulent millionaire from Kansas, Darwin Skillmiller, who posed as Tyler online, offering a $9 million payment for photos or videos of the killing. Bremer enlisted the help of 4 friends, leading to Hoffman's tragic death near Thunderbird Falls. Skillmiller was previously sentenced to 99 years in prison for his role in the murder. The judge described the premeditated murder as tragic and senseless, and Bremer showed no remorse. Defense attorneys sought an 80-year sentence, but the judge hoped for deterrence. The trial for one of Bremer's friends, Kaiden McClintosh, who prosecutors claim was the gunman, is pending. National feature: Miss Asia Pacific International makes a comeback with new leadership. After a 5-year hiatus, the Miss Asia Pacific International pageant is making a comeback with significant changes. Eva Patalinghug, the former Miss Asia Pacific International 2014 winner, has been appointed as the new president of the pageant, succeeding Jacqueline Tan Sainz. Patalinghug, who also represented the Philippines in Miss Grand International 2018, expressed her joy and readiness for the challenge. The pageant is now open to married women, those with children, and contestants up to 30 years old, reflecting a commitment to diversity and inclusivity. The return of the Miss Asia Pacific International is scheduled for October 2024, with Blessa Erica as a Philippines delegate. Trivia: what is the origin of natural rubber? Natural rubber is derived by extracting latex, the liquid sap, from specific types of trees and other plants. Although the Hevea brasiliensis tree, commonly known as the rubber tree, is a primary source of latex, there are more than 2,500 varieties of trees and plants, including dandelions, that produce the suitable sap. The harvesting of latex involves a method called tapping, where a cut is made in the bark of the tree to collect the flowing sap in cups. To prevent the sap from solidifying, ammonia is added, and the coagulation process, which involves adding acid to extract the rubber, follows. Afterward, the mixture undergoes rolling to eliminate excess water. Once the rolling process is finished, the rubber layers are either hung over racks in smoke houses or left to air dry. After several days, they become ready for further processing. And that was the information we got from here and abroad. Keep listening and watching. Please subscribe, follow, like, and share Pinoy Rob on YouTube channel. And thank you very much for watching Pinoy Rob News Channel Cagayan De Oro. I am asking once more to support and subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates and more info. I repeat, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.